So, Nikki, Tristan, thank you so much for joining us today, and congratulations for making it to Hollywood.
Yeah, thank you for having us. And thank you for the congratulations.
Nikki, how's this been for you? I mean, did you think you would be back on the show again after 12 years?
Oh my God. I mean, I know that ever since I was on and he was little, it's something that he's, wanted to do if it were still around this long. It's kind of different, like sitting on the motherly side of things, though.
What was it like, getting back in there, seeing Ryan again for the first time? Did he recognize you right off the bat?
No, I think it was really funny. We were outside and he kind of made eye contact with me for a second. And when he went to interview Tristan for the first time, I think Tristan kept telling him, like, my mom, my mom. And he was kind of like, all right, kid, yeah, sure, I know your mom, But once we actually sat down together and he looked at me and, we actually had a decent conversation with one another, he was like, oh my gosh, Fred, I haven't seen you forever.
And then, Tristan, what was it like for you, getting in front of this new crop of judges? Were you happy that you had a different group than your mom did?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I love that all the judges right now are like professional singers and stuff. Like, I love how Keith is so big. Like, because he is an inspiration for me. I think that's just awesome. And I'm glad that they weren't too harsh. I'm
glad you didn't have Simon.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Have you talked to Simon at all recently or since you've been on the show, Nikki?
Oh, no, not at all. We didn't get along very swimmingly during the show. And the few times that I ran into him afterwards was not that amazing either. So avoid it at all costs.
Tristan, did your mom give you any good advice for what you should watch out for?
But she was telling me, really, I think the biggest piece of advice was to be myself and do as well as I can, and whatever happens, happens. But she said she thinks I'll do great, and just to say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, and just take what they say.
How did you prepare for Hollywood Week, taking in the criticism that maybe Harry gave you during your audition? Did you feel like you had more to prove going into it?
Well, definitely I took what Harry said very heavily. I appreciated it very much, and when I came home, I worked on it and just tried to improve as much as I could and hope they liked me more next time.
Now, I gotta ask, Nikki, what you've been up to recently. So, if you want to fill your fans in on, how you've been recently.
I mean, I give vocal lessons here in Fort Worth, Texas, where I live, and not just vocal lessons, obviously, but vocal lessons, performance lessons, all of that. I pretty much, prepare kids for stuff like this, working on getting the band back together because I literally put my entire life on hold for Tristan. As far as my musical stuff that I was trying to accomplish. I just dropped everything so that he could have this chance.
Nice.
And I am the general manager of Discount Concert Shirts and Posters, which is like a heavy metal like concert shop out at Traders Village in Grand Prairie, and I've been there since I got sober.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I saw that you tweeted about that the other day, that you're clean and proud, so congratulations on that too.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious. It's so funny because the guy posted a picture of me and he was like, well, I thought and I'd hoped that she'd got clean, like I wish she could go back to these days. And I was like, that's so funny because I'm actually clean and sober now, and that picture you posted was when I was using. So, do you want me to go back to those days, or am I okay where I am now?
Yeah, I think we'll take you now.
Right.
I just had one more question for you. Did you ever watch From Justin to Kelly?
I did. I actually was at the premiere of From Justin to Kelly with Justin and Kelly.
Were you glad that you kind of dodged that bullet by coming in third?
Yeah, no, absolutely. It was so funny. I love Kelly wholeheartedly, but she literally was in the theater like with her hands over her eyes like this the entire time the show was playing, because I was sitting right there with her, and she was just like, oh, please let this be over. It was so funny. But yeah, no, I don't know that I'd have done that even for the $1 million. I mean, everybody knows that I turned down the country music record deal thing because it wasn't me. I don't know that I'd have been part of something like that even for $1 million, although I may have.
You never know.
A lot of money.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for doing this, and good luck.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.